back to another game week as we pop the team up. If you are new to the channel and you want to sign up to Sorare, you can scan the link below or you can go to the description or comment section. And basically when you sign up, if you win 5 cards off the auction market, you will get yourself another card for free. Not only does that help you get on your way on Sorare, but it supports me as well. Just want to say that I'm really sorry if I sound a bit ill. I am a bit poorly at the moment, got a blocked up nose, so I apologise for that. But we're going to go straight into our Premier League Pro team. So, the Crystal Palace stack is going to come in clutch this weekend, I hope. After last weekend, no rewards. We had tough weekends, tough fixtures. They are playing against Bournemouth. Crystal Palace are at home. And if I go all the way over to Flash Score, we can see whether Palace are playing their last home game or not. And I think this is going to be a big factor for me this weekend because of how Palace are playing at home. They seem to either score a lot of goals or they generally draw or win the game. So if we go to their fixtures, we can see here that they have one more home game at the end of the season. So they've got 2 home games out of the 3, 2 easier fixtures and 1 difficult one. So I'm hoping that the Palace stack is going to come in clutch. We've gone for Eze as the captain. I already know as long as he hasn't got a pre-game injury that Eze is going to be starting. He normally is the main foundation under this Roy Hodgson team, with Elise on the right-hand side and Zaha on the left. Gone for Mark Guay in the defence, and obviously we picked Johnson from our free draft league here to get him in. So we've gone for full Crystal Palace. We are double down in. Reason why I went for Premier League Pro, there's only top 200 get paid, but these are just Premier League cards, and I am a Premier League fan, so that would be massive for me. So moving over to our Cap 220, we have got ourselves Alisson in goal against Leicester. I know it's a very tough fixture, but I think Liverpool will come through. They've just hit really good form at the most important time. They've got their eye on the Champions League spot in 4th place. Leicester, as much as I think they will have a very good game at home, I think Leicester just don't have it in them to score. And if they do score, I can still see Alisson making at least 4 or 5 saves. So the clean sheet would be massive here, and I do think it's likely. But because he's going to make 4 or 5 saves on top, I think Alisson's just going to make a lot of saves for us. We've got Kieran Tierney in next, and that's because Zinchenko is out for the rest of the season. I picked up Tierney a little while ago for the Scottish Internationals, and we kept him. Luckily, I have now because he's going to be playing and starting for Arsenal. They play Brighton at home. I'm expecting him to play very well. Brighton have been very inconsistent right near the end. They've been fantastic this season, but very, very inconsistent at the end. Then we have got we've got a bit of an interest there, a crossing interest, because we've got Joel Ward who plays for Palace, and we've got Christie who plays for Bournemouth. Had to put them both in, didn't have anybody else in. That doesn't necessarily mean if, just say Christie lose the game 6-7-0, it won't matter too much on his score. He can have a good game with some good passes and tackles, and Joe Ward just needs to keep a clean sheet for us, and that's about it. Che Adams is back in the fold. I'm not expecting anything out of him, if I'm being honest. I think he's basically got one eye out and the door out, and obviously Southampton look like they're pretty much relegated now. So this is kind of a throwaway team. Normally your throwaway teams do the best, so we'll see how it goes. Then we're going to go to our Cap 240, which is where if we hit 250 points, we get ourselves €5 minimum. And again, as you can see, it is the Crystal Palace stack. The difference between this one and the Premier League Pro is we are looking heavily for a clean sheet, with Anderson, Mitchell, our goalkeeper, and Decore being more defensive. I need them to really be solid today or tomorrow when we're recording, and basically get that clean sheet. Ayew will probably be up front. If not, it is what it is. But we have made some new signs, as you can see here. We got Johnson in. We got him for €11. He's currently around 14, 15. So we got a good deal on that. I will go through some of the ins and outs of the club in a minute. Then we're going to go to our La Liga Pro. And again, it is going to be the Rayo Vallecano stack. And we'll just see how they get on. They play against Betis. Every time I think they're going to win, they do bad. And every time I think they're going to lose, they win. So we'll see. They seem to be very, very inconsistent. The only good news coming out of the camp is that Palazon has signed a new extension on his contract. So he's going to be staying for longer. Then we're going to go down to our amateurs. Nothing too crazy to talk about here. I'll probably cover this a little bit more in the future when the new season starts in a couple months' time. We have got our all-star team, and we've gone for a risky one. So we've got Neto, who obviously plays for Bournemouth, who I want to concede 15 goals if he can. Obviously impossible, but because we haven't got no other keeper, we've gone for him. And Leeds play Newcastle. I expect absolutely nothing from this lineup. But I put them all in just to see how we get on. But as you can see here, we've made Neto the captain. I think Neto's just going to make saves after saves after saves. He's going to concede goals, and I just can't see the others. I don't know what Sam Allardyce is going to play in terms of a 4. I can see Woba still playing because of Cooper being injured, but we'll have to see. So the All-Stars, I wouldn't really class it as an all-star. It's like a throwaway team, but it is what it is. Then we've got our second division, and we've made a couple changes because last week Mafulu was banned. I didn't know. Mark came off the bench a couple times, but they did beat top of the league, so now they are sitting in first. So I'm hoping that these two always start. The keeper and that centre-back, Coco, generally start like 99.9% of games. We've gone for a different player here. This guy, he's actually been scoring well for the team. We picked him up for 30p. So it just shows you that you can pick up low-rated cards and cheap cards and they still perform well. It just depends if Mark's going to start or not. And then we've got this brand new thing that they brought out, which is called Academy. And I'm explaining what it is. And basically with the Academy now, it's essentially your training, but it's with a little bit of a twist. With the twist being now that if you have, say if you have a really good gallery, you can actually win money from training your team. So let's just say Crystal Palace were playing against a team and I had a few extra players I didn't know what to do with. For example, Edward. Can pop them into this academy now. And if they actually play and score really well, it's not like, oh, I really wish I put them into the team. You still have a chance of winning some prizes. Yes, it is a lot of money. It will be extremely difficult because you're going to come up against people who have been playing it for years and have a really stacked gallery, and they're going to have a lot of players in the club that they can throw away. But we've got a couple of these teams here, as you can see. Another one here, just some players that I'm just trying to train, getting ready for the new season when it comes around. Right, let's cover the new ins and outs of players. So I will be adding a new transfer feature to this series, but at the minute in time, we're not there just yet. So as you can see here, we've got Kieran Tierney in for $6.49. He got him on a really good deal, to be honest. Somebody already offered me about £4 or £5 extra bonus profit on him to get him already, but I don't want to sell him. I want to keep him. And you can see right now, he's around €12 or €13. So a really good deal on our behalf there. Then we go back to our goalkeeper. As you can see here, it was Johnson. But we have picked up an investment, which I'm doing a video on at the moment, so I won't cover the investment just yet. But Johnson we got for €11.83. As you can see on the price at the bottom here. €11.85, sorry. And his price at this minute in time is around €14-15, I believe. So he's there, €15 or just under €15. So again, a really good deal we got on him. Not only that, there's a new collection book mode out, which again I'll cover in a future video. But we get bonus XP for having first owner players. Then we'll go to our outs. So we did have this guy called Bell, who was a rare. A rare is a red card if you don't know what it is. And basically, I bought him 2 months ago on the off chance that he could start playing again as a goalkeeper. As you can see here, we sold him for €53.40. If I click on his card, you can see that I won him for €12.41. We sold him for 53. So we essentially made €41 profit on that card, which is absolutely fantastic considering we don't put much money on the game. And we've got ourselves a bit of a fun now to start preparing for the summer, which again I will do videos on. So he was an out. I was tempted to sell Eze because we did get him for a good price, but now I'm tempted to keep him. We'll see. Because of that, once you make a lot of money or a bit of profit on one card, it sort of changes your mentality of thinking. So at the moment, I'm making some investments. Like I said, I'll cover that in the video. But that's about it at the moment. When the summer comes around and the season finally ends in Europe, I will be doing series like the best valued players you can buy, in my opinion, who I'm going to do my strategy for the summer, and what to prepare and how to play it. So if you have any questions or anything like that, or don't understand something, please comment down below. I'll get back to you as soon as I can. On top of that, like I say, if you're new to sorare and you want to sign up, you can either scan that code underneath the camera with your phone, or you can go to the description or comment section, click the link. Once you sign up, if you win 5 cards off the auction market, just like I have done here, you will get yourself 1 extra card that you can sell, keep, or even use in game. It depends what you want to do. And just to show you where it is, if you go to buy or sell, you've got new card auctions. And as you can see here, there are cards that are extremely expensive, or you can go to lowest price and pick up cards for 30, 40p, depending on how much you want to spend and what you want to do. None of this is a financial advice, I must highlight that. But as always, thank you so much for watching, and hopefully we have a good weekend, and I will see you in the midweek. See ya.